This is called the Chinese linking rings. Has anyone ever heard of the Chinese linking rings? It's a classic illusion in magic. And the idea is very, very simple. It's to take two solid rings and to create the illusion that they're linking together. It's a pretty convincing illusion until you look at the side and you can see that they're not linked at all. But as a magician, it's my job to convince you that they really do link together, just like this. Now, of course, I gotta get the rings apart. To do that, and just give a little breath, just like this, and then the rings come apart. And here's the thing I never liked about the Chinese linking rings. The magician would always perform this effect up on stage about 30 feet away. I thought it would be really cool for anyone out there that wants to help me to actually perform this miracle themselves. Who would like to try it? And what is your name? Kim? Michael, so nice to meet you, Kim. So, Kim, what we're gonna do, if you don't mind, can you stand right over here for me? That way everyone can see you. Perfect. But more importantly, everyone can see me. Just teasing, I'm just teasing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try something with these rings. But before we start, we have to count the rings together, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, can you please help me count the rings? This is ring number one. Ring number two. You guys have done this before. Ring number three, and ring number four. Perfect. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna hand you two rings, just like this. You're gonna hold the rings in your right hand, and you're gonna do your best magic pose, just like this. Perfect. And then in just a second, you're not gonna believe this, in just a second, you're gonna let one of those two rings drop. In 1 second, not yet. You're gonna let one of those two rings drop, and magically, they're gonna link together. You guys believe it? No. All right, let's see. Best magic pose. On the count of three, you ready? Watch your foot, just in case. 1, 2, 3. Very good, very good. So now what we're gonna do, hold it just like this, hold it just like this. What we're gonna do is something called the convincer. The way that the convincer works is you want to prove to everyone that the rings are indeed solid across. So the way that we do that is you just grab the bottom ring and you give it a spin, just like this. Perfect. And then you're gonna flip the rings upside down, grab the other ring, and then also give that one a spin as well. That proves that the rings are solid. Now to get the rings apart, all you have to do is just this circular kind of motion like this, right? Just a little bit more wrist, just like that. Perfect. So what you got here is two linked rings. You're gonna do this circular motion just like this. You give just a little breath, and then the rings come apart. Now the really cool part is once you've done that, you take this ring, you open up the hand, it falls right up the arm. You show that this ring is completely solid all the way around. You take this hand, you grab the ring that's up on the elbow, you pull it straight through the other rings, and then give it a spin. There you go, give it a spin, just like that. Just like this. Perfect, there you go, very good, very good. Now it was Kim, right? Kim, did you manage to find the hole in the rings? You didn't? I'll show you, it's right here. Look. So, another way that you can take the rings apart is to reach into the hole, just like this. So you reach through the hole, and you take the ring out of the hole, just like that, right? Here, we'll try it again. Put it back in. Reach in, pull the ring out of the hole. One more time, just like this. Reach in, pull it out. And then, once you've gotten the rings apart, you can do even more cool things, like you can toss it in the air, have it linked straight on, just like this, and then give it a spin. Yeah, there you go, very good, perfect. Very nice. Let's try joining all four rings together. Yeah, sound good? Go ahead and hold the two rings just like this. And then you're gonna face me. Bring your hands down just a bit. Stretch your arms out as far as possible, that way I don't break your glasses. It happens on three. There's 1, 2, 3. And you can go ahead and let go, Kim. Yeah, there you go. There's all four rings linked together. Ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and give her a nice round of applause. Thank you so much for joining me. So we've got the rings linked on, now we got to take them off. And while I do this, can we go ahead and count the rings one more time? So this is, we're taking them off. This is ring number 4, ring number 3, ring 2, and 1. That is the Chinese linking rings.